Hi there. Welcome, folks, to another video here on The Phantom of Haunted Hill. I'm Mike, the Phantom. This video, we're going to continue our countdown to Halloween. But first, I'd like to show you what I got in the mail this past weekend from my friend Tony. We have an interview with him on the channel. Tony Masiello from his company, SOV Horror. We got some movies. Minds of Terror. That one stars Joe Estevez, who I know. And he's Charlie Sheen's uncle. And right, Martin Sheen is his brother. And Emilio Estevez, that's his uncle too, Joe Estevez. He stars in a lot of B movies and horror movies. This also has Conrad Brooks. Remember him? I haven't watched these videos yet, but yeah, Minds of Terror. And also I got Metal Maniac, starring my friend Jim Kanya. I can't wait to see his wonderful acting. This is also a very gruesome, gory movie, which is, I like that stuff. Okay, I also got the new Horror Hound magazine. As you can see from the cover, it has a big article on Italian horror. This is a great issue. I love it. Okay. From Italy with Blood. It's got directors like Dario and Lucio, Ruggero Deodato, Michael Sovi, Luigi Cosi. Everybody gets their own paragraph. And a big article on Suspiria. We got a poster. I would have bought two of them if I would have known it came with a poster. Seven Doors of Death, the cut version of The Beyond from Lucio Fulci. Yeah, it's got Dark Night of the Scarecrow too. I don't know. But yeah, great issue. The new Horror Hound. I also got the new The Dark Side, the magazine of the macabre. You notice that's Peter Cushing on the cover. It's got articles about Hammer movies on here, a big Christopher Lee thing. Look at Christopher Lee's Euro Horrors. Some more. It's even got the movie posters in the original languages. This is another phenomenal, like the Gorgon. What's that? Snakes Alive. Oh, the Gorgon. Duh. What do we got here? Looks like Murders in the Zoo. Some old horror there. An article on Fay Wray, who is the greatest screamer till this day in all of horror. But she does have a match. Marilyn Burns from the Texas Chainsaw Masterpiece. But yeah, Fay Wray, fuck yeah. In the Horror Hall of Fame, she is, boy. She was not only in King Kong, but also The Most Dangerous Game. All right, today I'm going to talk about horror hosts. And I'll cover a lot from Cleveland because that's where I'm from. So let's see here. How are we going to do this? We're going to talk about some people not from Cleveland. We know Vampira, but I don't have any DVDs of Vampira. But I do have Disco Teen with your host, Zachary. This basically is American Bandstand with Zachary hosting it. It's pretty crazy. Then we have someone who I love, who's a modern day host. He's on the internet now, and it's Count, the Count. And here he is on a DVD all about his entire career. Every other day is Halloween. I say every day is Halloween. So we have, he was on channel 20, I guess, in DC, I think he was on. Look, we got a channel 20 club. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Here we got the Three Stooges, Bozo the Clown, Jed Clampett, Hogan from Hogan's Heroes, Woody Woodpecker, Mighty Mouse. As a member of the Channel 20 Club, I will strive to believe in myself and stand proud. For when I believe in me, then others will too. I will always listen and learn with my mind and my heart, knowing that when I like myself, I can care for others. I am proud and I care. Oh, and it's got a secret code. Guess you got to get the secret code. Count Gordeval, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great DVD if you want to learn about him. He handed it to me and told me if I wanted to learn about him, this was it. And yeah, great DVD. Then we have Bob Wilkins, who did Creature Features. Somebody else is doing Creature Features now. He was like you wouldn't expect him to be a horror movie host. But yeah, very cool. Him and his cigars, I guess. And of course, we all know Elvira. I only picked this particular one because it's got, look, Monstroid. I love Monstroid. Great monster movie from Mexico. And Blue Sunshine's on there too. Which brings us to Cleveland. Well, Mike, where did it all start in Cleveland for horror movie hosts? May I present to you Ernie Anderson, Ghoulardi. I got a lot of Ghoulardi stuff. This is a VHS tape of his last interview, which is really, really awesome because he's swearing up a storm in it and everything. That's right. So cool it over there, group. Yes, us Cleveland horror fans, we love our hosts. We have a tradition of them. Who used to work with Ghoulardi? Why, it was Big Chuck Shadowski, who then did, when Ghoulardi, Ernie Anderson went to California to become the voice, the narrator, remember? The Love Boat's his big famous one. The Love Boat. He did that like this with the microphone. I got my microphone over there. And he got millions of dollars to do that. On the next episode of Three's Company, Jack sniffs Janet's underwear and she finds out. So anyway, yeah, Big Chuck was left there to take over. They had 3 years of Ghoulardi. So he did Big Chuck and Houlihan, which I didn't pull any Houlihan stuff out. Well, the Big Chuck stuff's over there. But I do have this VHS tape when Houlihan left for Florida. Big Chuck continued still with Little John. And they're still doing shows today. They're only half an hour. You see, this is still wrapped. So I'm not opening it. No way. It's great stuff with their comedy skits that they did in between the movie segments. And they used to wear pajamas at the end of the show and then have the audience come in and read jokes. They had a little audience come and watch the movies with them. And also, a huge fan of Gilardi was Ron Swede, who became, with Gilardi's blessing and costume, the Ghoul. Yes. Continuing on, I got a lot of Ghoul footage as well. Pink flamingos, that's a big Parma thing. And this video showing The Rats Are Coming, the Werewolves Are Here, the great Andy Milligan movie. I love that movie because it scared the shit out of me as when I was a kid. At the end, when the family turns into vampire or into werewolves, I was fucking panic stricken. So that movie is in my heart. And then also around, but basically 1969, he started. My number one favorite super host. See, he dressed up like that. He also had some comedy skits. He did some political ones too. And this has a bunch of footage from the show. We got the Moronic Woman, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Hee Haw. Soup was actually on Hee Haw. And we got the opening to the show, the Mummy fashion show. Here we have the Mummy wearing his latest bandages. And Soup died a few years ago, and I met him just before he died and got his autograph and shook his hand. I might even have asked him for a hug. But yeah, it destroyed me when he died. So continuing on Gilardi's coat tales, from Akron, Ohio, was the Son of Ghoul. Now, I'm not sure if he's still doing the show. I was able to watch him for a little while on, the VHS, UHF TVs, the old TVs. He would just appear. Like if you moved your antennas, you could get channel 35 that he was on. And I got some videos of him, some of his shows on here. He was funny. He was good. He's still around today. I don't know if he's doing the show or not, but he's always at the horror conventions. Now, but somebody else's number one for me is Frank and Drac. They were hilarious. And they used to show the old Universal horror movies. They were funny. At first, the first few shows, they had a bunch of really hot girls called the Vampettes. And they were on, I watched them. They actually took over Elvira's spot on Channel 19. They were getting better ratings than Elvira. Can you believe that? Frank and Drac. Drac is still around today. He's on the late night Eerie movie channel or whatever it's called. And him and his wife, Countess Carita, do the show together now. So it's a whole different show, but really great. And they show like old classic silent movies and stuff. And okay. And then I hope I'm not missing anyone. We do have new hosts here in Cleveland. They're on Saturdays and they suck. I never thought in my life I'd say that Cleveland had horror movie hosts that suck. But yeah, these two, I'm not going to mention their names, but they're bad. But these people are great. They're the ones who should have gotten the gig on Channel 43 on Saturdays. The Mummy and the Monkey. Janet used to be the daughter of the ghoul. You get to see what Gilardi started, everybody. This DVD, they're showing the great movie, The Screaming Skull. They do really funny comedy skits. And yes, indeed. The Mummy and the Monkey. There they are with Gilardi. Of course, that's just the stand-up thing of Gilardi. It's not really him, but because he passed away quite a while ago. Man, I should have worn my Gilardi shirt. I got an airbrushed Gilardi shirt. And tying, so I hope I didn't miss anybody from Cleveland. I don't think I did. I went over my DVDs, but I don't know why I have horror host there and horror host here when they should all be together. But a movie that I got to see on the big screen, it was really awesome. A movie tying in all the horror hosts, American Scary. And this goes and it shows all kinds of horror movie hosts like, oh man, as a matter of fact, what? I forgot somebody. And they're mentioned in here too. Commander USA. I love Commander USA. Fuck, man, I saw The Children just before dawn and him hosting it, and he was so funny. Him and his hand lefty. What are you doing with that hand there, Commander? What are you calling him lefty for? So this ties everybody in. Bob Wilkins. Who else is on here? It's got all kinds of other hosts like Stella, Svengoolie, Sir Cecil Creep, of course, Zachary, Big Chuck's in here. Yeah, American Scary. If you have a chance to check out this documentary, oh, and look, Count Gordevol. Awesome. So there you go. I know a lot of different regions have their own horror host. Up in Pennsylvania, my friend, she grew up on, oh God, what was his name? Chili Billy. Chili Billy Cardill. Or she calls him Chili Billy Cardilli. Again, I don't know if that must be a Pennsylvania thing. But yeah, Chili Billy was great. You know, and I don't know, every region's got their own horror host that they all love. And Cleveland has had decades of them, still going strong. Some are on the internet. So yeah, check it out. Just do a search, I guess, horror movie host, because they're great. Because when the mummy comes in, it scares the fuck out of you, man. Boris Karloff, you know, he comes alive. That's one of the most frightening scenes I've ever seen in a film. It was Karloff in The Mummy when it comes alive. Fucking frightening. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. I'm old, man. I'm old. I keep losing my train of thought. I don't know. Okay, well, I hope you liked this video. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, because the only way this channel is going to take off is by word of mouth. So, hey, if you don't like one of your friends and you don't like my channel, tell him, hey, there's a great channel you got to check out. Maybe he'll subscribe. I don't know. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys next video.